And we're back, everybody. Them in their regular place. You know, home. Me, I'm in a cage. But I'm Brett. We got Daniel. We got Salo. And we are beyond us. Thank you for returning for episode 16, or, you know, newcomers. Why did you choose episode 16 to start watching us?
It's a random
really
time
fucking weird.
Welcome.
This is so weird.
You got so much content.
But I'm going to start this. Yeah. So much. Actually, maybe don't watch the other
watch
stuff.
Episode 9.
Definitely do not watch the last
episode 9.
episodes.
Yeah.
9's a good one to
We put
watch.
a lot of
Episode
work
9
into
was
9.
Episode 9 was good.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna start this off.
all right.
With what we were talking about before the podcast. We were
backtracking to last
rehashing
episode.
The conversation. Yeah. Talking
if
about.
you haven't watched episode 15,
go watch episode 15 before you go any further now.
It's like
Otherwise,
required
you might be
reading.
a little confused, but in case you just wanted to be disrespectful, I'll just explain it real quick. The game put out a diss track against Eminem.
the game, the rapper, not the game Triple H. Just for the record,
Correct.
because that'd be mad confusing.
And it would, and this is saying something, it'd be way worse.
Maybe, I don't know. We don't know if Triple H can rap.
I think production value would be top
That's
tier
what I'm
because,
saying.
you
We
know,
don't
they
if
just
Triple
go
H
all
can
out.
rap.
I don't.
We don't know. He's good friends
listen.
with John Cena.
That's true.
And
That's
John
true.
Cena
Yeah.
can rap. People don't want to pretend he can, but he
Yeah,
can.
he can.
Anyway,
Anyway, the reason I brought this up is, in the beginning I was much more favorable of the diss. Not to say I wanted Eminem diss. I'm saying,
You endorsed it.
I appreciate.
Basically.
Yeah, I didn't hate it as much. I've
basically loved it.
listened to it more and more, and it has just gotten progressively worse. Which is the opposite of
what
how
you want
it
to
was
happen.
for. Yeah. It's like when I listened to Eminem's last diss track, right? The more I listened to it, the better it got.
kill shot.
Like the last one, Kill Shot. Okay. The more I listened to it, the better it got. I just kept getting
you
more
would catch
and
more
and more
good bars
out of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So my final opinion, it's not good. It's not good at all. He has a couple decent jabs, but for the most part, it's not very well done. And I started like looking into like why did this start? Like, what between him and Eminem was there ever a thing? Because he's gone on record publicly saying that Eminem is in his top 5
Right.
of like best rappers. Like, he's done that, I think, on several occasions.
Mm-hmm.
He's talked up Eminem. I mean, in the track, he says that like he would never bump Eminem in his car. But as you listen to it, it progressively gets more and more that he has listened to just about every single album.
Right.
And you have
matched it, yeah,
on like
he matched
repeat,
it to the cadence.
Like it was.
So if you're not bumping
it was a
in
little
your car,
too
then
much.
where are you bumping it?
Yeah,
Because you're clearly bumping it. And it's real quick, not to cut you off, but to add to what your point here, he also says that he's never heard M in a bar or a club. All right, bar maybe, because bars usually play more rock and country music. But what club are you going to that you've never heard Eminem?
Doesn't make any sense.
You must not be going to the club.
Yeah.
Especially in the early 2000s when the shit popped off, like everybody was listening to him. Like, come on.
And his
Smack
last
that ass.
albums are dumb club worthy.
Yeah.
I can't go to a bar without hearing Godzilla.
No, you can't.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Just to enforce
M
your
gets
point.
bumped everywhere. So ultimately, it made no sense, right? Like, you're clearly a fan of Eminem. So why are you sending a diss track after him? He actually explained why recently on like a podcast. It's not about Eminem. He's not targeting Eminem.
What?
He has a beef with 50 Cent.
And he went at M
and he said he knew 50 Cent. He said 50 Cent can't rap. That's what he said. He said 50 Cent can't rap, which also doesn't make any fucking sense.
Okay.
I guess you really don't like the guy.
That's like when he said M can't keep a cadence. All right, dog.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You're out your mind. And he said because 50 Cent can't rap, he went after Eminem to get to 50 Cent.
Okay. I mean,
this man's he clarified this. He said this.
That's what he said.
That's a roundabout way to get to the person you're coming at.
It's very lame.
That's lame as fuck.
One.
And that's only
50 Cent would have destroyed him.
Yeah,
murdered him.
If this is the energy the game came with. Like, I've listened to the game, I know he's capable of very good music. Right. But if he came with the energy
that he
of
did
Black Slim Shady
at 50?
to 50 Cent,
50 would have rocked him.
50 would flay that.
Yeah.
He'd come back from his absence of rapping.
50 would come out with a club banger that was better than his diss track.
Agreed.
One single line would destroy this man, and then he'd continue to make the bop. It would just be one line.
I agree. That's lame as fuck. That's super lame.
So initially I thought this was something that M would respond to because of who the game is.
Right, because he has the clout.
Yep. Because of some of the specific shots he took, no matter how overused they might be. Like, that's like the thing is to take a shot at Haley, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're in 2022, dog. She's an adult. Like,
yeah.
Like, we can leave her the fuck out of it now, right?
But I don't think he responds to
I don't
this.
think he does either.
Like
we were talking about pre-recording, I think that while they were less impressive because they didn't come from just one person, I think that the Nick Cannon disses were better than the game's disses. Because of the Black Squad. Specifically because of the Black Squad.
Yeah, when he says Nick Cannon disses, he means the parts of the diss that did not include Nick Cannon.
I will say, Nick Cannon had some good bars in the second one.
I'm going to be honest. It was hard to pay attention because he actually couldn't keep the cadence.
That's true. He couldn't. The third diss track is dumb as shit. We're not even going to count that.
It was stupid.
The first one was fine, whatever. The second one was the best one, and I think that's because it had Khan on it. But
he didn't even want to be there.
He didn't. But there was one.
He didn't want to be there.
There was one bar that Nick Cannon had that stuck with me, and it was a little cheap body shot, but it was still a good shot. It was who would have thought the kill shot would have come from a cannon? That's a good bar. That's a solid, respectable bar.
Yeah.
All right. It was better than anything in the game's diss track. Other than maybe the whole attic in the basement line. That's the only bar from the game's diss track that stuck with me.
Yeah, the Haley line was really overused. Everybody attacks Haley.
And it wasn't even that good.
Yeah, it's generic at best. Let Haley out or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, it's not memorable.
But,
anyways.
Yeah, just wanted to bring that up. So
one thing about that, I was looking at Spotify. DJ Khaled, and this is going to make sense. DJ Khaled came out with a album called God Did. And the third song down in that track list is Use This Gospel. It's a remix from the Kanye West song. And it's basically, what it basically is, I think you guys should listen to it, because it's basically a DJ Khaled melody, while Eminem is basically destroying the entire bar that he's on. And then that's the only thing that's in the song, right? The last part of the song is basically Kanye West saying his little outro to the remix or whatever. But it's basically just Eminem going hard as fuck. DJ Khaled, I don't even think sings in it. But I was like, damn, it made me...
yeah, because most of the time he's just producing. What is this called again?
It's called Gospel. And it's on DJ Khaled's new album, God Did. It's the third song down. It's a remix of basically...
Wait, I might have seen it. I don't know.
I'm surprised you did. I wanted to send it to you, but I didn't know if you were sleeping over there since the time difference.
I don't give a shit.
Eminem claims his faith in God Did on DJ Khaled and Kanye West Use This Gospel remix.
It goes hard, man. It's like traditional Eminem bars.
I want to say
rap on a gospel song.
I'll have to listen to that after the podcast.
You do. And like I said, it's basically just the intro to the song, which is the Kanye West bit. Eminem just destroying the entire 50 seconds of the remaining song, and then 10 seconds of Kanye just doing his outro. So it's really cool. I ran to it earlier today. It was pretty good workout music.
From what I'm seeing, God did release it today.
Yep.
So I probably haven't heard this yet.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
That explains why I'm not familiar with it.
I guess I'll go ahead.
Appreciate that.
Brett had something to say about M. Salo has something to say about M. I guess I'll go ahead and say something about M. So, on my numerous hours spent on TikTok, I found a video kind of analyzing Eminem's bars for what they are, which is not an easy job, if we're being honest. And we went all the way back to Not Afraid. Now, I love Not Afraid. One of my favorites.
I know what you're doing.
Do you?
I know what you're talking about. I've seen a breakdown of Not Afraid. It's incredible.
Well, this is only about 2 bars specifically.
Mm-hmm.
This guy realized that in 2 bars, and I never noticed this. I noticed some of this, but not all of it. In 2 bars, Eminem had a homophone, a triple entendre, and a quadruple entendre in 2 bars. In 2 fucking bars. So, here's the bars. You said you was king. You lied through your teeth. For that, fuck your feelings. Instead of getting crowned, you're getting capped. So, he did a full
chorus. It's part of the chorus.
He looked at this. He talked about, kings lying through your teeth, which, was something that kings, were kind of infamous for. But then you go into the whole thing of fuck your fillings instead of feelings. It's fuck your feelings. Instead of getting crowned, you're getting capped. But another part of it was when, somebody would lie, you would, instead of getting crowned was another word for just kind of like a beat down or hitting the head. You were getting capped, as in shot. It was such a crazy analysis, and
I've never noticed all of that.
And
that's dope.
I noticed the whole you lied through your teeth, fuck your feelings, instead of getting crowned, you're getting capped. I caught that, but he goes into it, and it's like, how the fuck does Eminem pull this off in 2 bars? And so the thing is, I was looking at the comments, and people are sitting there saying oh. I'm sure Eminem's sitting there right now I didn't mean it like that, but we'll take it. And I'm like, I bet you he meant it in every single one of these ways. I think he meant it. I promise
just knowing him,
that man is too meticulous.
He thought about them bars for months.
There are a lot of situations where you come up with something and people make connections to it and it sounds awesome and you're just like, oh, I didn't know I did that. But
M's not one
I don't think Eminem's that guy.
No.
I think
if that happened, M would admit it.
He crafts.
I think he analyzes everything he puts out.
I think if somebody found a bar of M&M's that meant it had another meaning and he didn't notice, I think he'd acknowledge it. I think M would come out and say oh shit, you're right. Well done.
He has no skin in the game per se. He's already a legend.
He has nothing to lose by acknowledging that. So real quick, because I want to make this, but I wanted to talk about it because we've talked about Rogue Energy before. The new flavor of Rogue Energy is out, and I am super excited to try it, but I wanted to try it on the podcast so I could give an actual live reaction.
So what is this meant to do? What is it for? Is it for exercising?
This is just energy.
Energy.
It's
just
to give me a
stretch
little energy boost. But the new flavor is Rocket Pop. For those of you that remember the old Rocket popsicles. And I'm excited to try it, but I wanted to try it live so I could give a genuine reaction for once. Because I've liked every flavor of Rogue other than one.
I remember those lollipops back in the day. Those ice cream pops. Those ice pops. Whatever they're called.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
The
Popsicles?
The Rocket Pops? The popsicles?
Same shit. Fuck.
No.
Well, I'm sorry. English is my
Lollipop?
second language, so whatever the fuck it's called, ice popsicle lollipop
bar.
thing. So what flavor is it supposed? Just straight up like the. I don't even know what to call it anymore.
What just happened?
Go ahead. Live reaction, please. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Just carry on. Come on.
I just imagine Salo going, Mom, the guy in that truck gave me a colorful stick and it tastes delicious.
It's
like
filling.
Snow in the winter.
It had a creamy filling.
No, that never happened.
Yet. It's pretty good.
So, first...
Honestly, you know what it kind of tastes like to me? It kind of tastes like... I don't know if anybody remembers these. The SpongeBob popsicles that had the gumball eyes.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes like that. Yeah, I like it. Anyway. So. Don't know if you've seen it yet, Salo, but I know Brett and I saw it. Just as a little PSA, everybody should probably go check out Orphan First Kill. It was actually really good.
Anime, TV series,
It's a movie. It's a movie. It's a prequel to the old Orphan movie that came out in 2009.
Oh, the scary one.
Yes. This is a prequel, and it's on, I think it was, what was it, Paramount?
It was better than it had any right to be.
Yeah, way better. Way better.
I don't like.
We were like
prequels.
halfway through it, and we were just
We
like,
weren't feeling it.
"Are we?" Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they hit an amazing twist, and we were in. We were in.
Locked.
All in.
Yeah.
We were even, when we read about it afterwards, and it said that they might make a third movie, we're like, fuck yeah, we're down.
I mean, they were also talking about like, we want to make like 6 or 7.
And we were like, not that much. Not that much.
Go
Maybe
the-
one more. One
go
more to
the-
fill the gap.
Never go the Fast and Furious route.
Hey, hold on now. Hold on.
I don't know. They made a lot of money.
Hold on now. And I will say...
You can't match
Fast-
it. You can't match it is what I'm saying.
And
You
I will
cannot
say,
match
Fast and
it.
Furious has definitely jumped the shark, but they're still fun.
They're in space now.
Like, they've definitely jumped the shark, but they are fun.
Yeah. You know what you're going into when you go to see a movie.
They're fucking ridiculous.
I expect explosions and cars.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna get it
Yeah.
if that's your expectation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So let's see. Let's go ahead and answer a question. Here, we'll answer these 3 questions real quick because they all kind of go together. So, Amber asked us the following 3 questions in regards to just us 3. They're who's the most likely 2 questions between the 3 of us. All right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who's the most likely to become rich?
Salo.
I would have said you. I would say Brett.
I think I'm a little biased, but I would say me just because I'm in sales.
Salo's a money guy.
Yeah.
I think Salo's a money management guy, and
I can see him turning around a large profit in the future.
So I see Salo as the least likely to financially struggle between the 3 of us. But I don't see him as the most likely to become, like, dirt rich, if that makes sense. I see Salo as always being in that upper mid bracket.
I don't think I'd ever allow myself to be dirt. I kind of agree with that. I would never allow myself to become above like super wealthy type vibes. I don't.
But I don't think
I would cap myself. But I
don't think Salo's. I also think Salo is much more responsible than us, and therefore he won't take the risks that come with becoming that rich. Like me, I am risking it all as a streamer. You want to put it all into a music career. Well,
I'm willing to put the hedges on my bets. I've thought about And not me defending myself because you said I didn't have it.
On my bets really doesn't make me feel better about this point. Like,
anywho, I'll keep to myself with my money. Then you're right, middle class America.
I definitely.
I have no balls. I have no balls. I have no balls, and I will risk nothing because I am just a small little man, just like you said.
That's not what
I said.
You're
exactly what you said, my friend.
No, but what I'm going to say is I'm going to soundbite that.
Yeah,
particular.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But that's coming from the family of an immigrant family, I resent that statement, sir, and I will prove you wrong. But I hope so. I don't want to become rich.
Prove me wrong.
Money ain't shit.
I think that
money ain't shit. But I am willing to take risks. I definitely want to be a business owner type. No, I don't want to be a working for the man type.
I don't think you want to be like just sitting right here forever. I think you are 100% the least likely to be poor out of the three of us. 100%. I think you're the most.
I wouldn't pursue wealth, but I don't think I would. I don't want to be in a safe job. I don't want to be working for someone. You know. I think that's the only thing.
I think Brett and I are willing to put all of our eggs in very unstable baskets.
So am I. You have to.
I think you're willing to put all your eggs in a less unstable basket, but still unstable. I think you want to make sure, even if this doesn't work, I'm good.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sitting right now in a position where it's like, yeah, I don't care if I'm not good. I really want to try and make this work.
That's a better way of explaining it.
You know what I mean? I think that I think you will have more reservations because you are more secure in your future.
That's fair.
That's where I stand. That's why I think Brett's the most likely, because I think he's got the best chance of breaking out into what he wants to do.
I mean, on the path that we're currently on, I think it would be Daniel.
I don't.
Streaming. I mean, you just hit the right audience at the right time.
I mean, that's true. All it takes is one day. Yeah, that's true for me.
And your ad revenue will surpass any property management company I will have, my friend. I tell you.
That's true. It does only take one day in the world I'm in. The problem is that day is not up to me. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's why I would have put Daniel higher in that bar than me.
Yeah. I think
I would put you higher on the bar because I think it's more up to you than it is up to me. I think music's a bigger world than streaming.
I just want a signed T-shirt, Brett. Please don't forget about the small folks.
We got you. We both got you.
Fuck both of you. Fuck you.
That's crazy. That's rude. Yo,
hey,
so I was like, if I got big, I was gonna like
give you a job.
I was gonna like hook this dude up.
Yeah.
But
hey, Brett,
I got that tea for you, man. I got that tea.
I'll be your number one bodyguard. I got you. Anyway, number 2, I think this one's me personally because I think I've proven it this year alone. Who's most likely to give money to charity? I think that's me. I mean, I've done charity streams.
That's my goals, but right now it has to be Daniel. Like he's the only one who's done actionable things.
I think that
I've wanted to do things.
Right now. In the 100% future,
Daniel.
You know, it'll be the one that has the money. But for now,
hey, you don't know that. Maybe in the future it'll be Beyond Us podcast as a
unit. Yeah, that's true. But for right now, I'm gonna have to take that
one. I'm down to do a lot of any like sort of stuff that kind of like Daniel's gotten into. That'd be pretty cool to do it as a podcast once we have an audience, once we have
for sure
consistency and really quality cool. And all that shit. That'd be pretty cool.
I also think I'm gonna take this one, but I don't want this one. So if one of y'all wants it, it's all you. Who's most likely to die from doing something stupid?
I'm not going to take that. I'm good. You're right. I'm a conservative investor. I'm never going to take risks. I think you're 100% right. I changed my answer to number 1 now.
This motherfucker switched his opinion. I think that one's probably me. Probably. Brett, you got an opinion on this one?
I wasn't going to like give that to Salo or anything crazy, right? No, I wasn't about to do that.
I feel like I would off the cusp die just like a random, just like you never would have seen it type shit, but just like I blinked and I died type shit, you know?
No. See, what would happen is you'd have like your whole family and a bunch of people you know, like on the news, like, oh, I would have never seen this coming. This is crazy. And then they talk to me. I'm like, I knew that motherfucker was gonna die in some dumb shit.
You knew.
Look at Salo.
The level of goofiness. The level of goofiness was unprecedented. I will say, every time I walk through the streets and I look at myself and I'm walking and I pass another person, I'm just like, fuck. Because I run now outside in the streets. So it's kind of weird to see, a bald man with a beard running directly at you, 100% speed, and then slow down because he doesn't know whether he's scaring you or not. So I kind of when I approach someone, I slow down, I go fast, and I'm I don't know what to do. Sometimes when they go in front of me, I go to the other side of the road. Sometimes when I do that, they match my energy, and then I'm what do I do? I'm a male with a beard who is bald, just trying to run in my life. And these are the things I have to do.
Hey, yo, Brett, did you know Salo runs now in these streets?
I do. Running in these streets. I do. Today, I'll have you know, I did a good old main character traditional run through my neighborhood with my headphones and everything. It was great. Yeah. Listening to my little Eminem with the DJ Khaled bars in the back. Dun, 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 dun.
Nah, the way you started off describing this, you're Heisenberg in these streets, dude. You're I'm a bald man with a beard. I'm running these streets. I see people, they look at me, I look at them, we're looking at each other's souls, and they know I'm a bald man with a beard. They know what I can do.
I like that. So wait, hold on. So, if I shave my head,
you become 30% more of a threat.
30% more of a threat every time you're walking in the streets.
Oh, all right, bet.
Dude,
that's not fair because I'm already intimidating when I walk down the street. People think I'm going to eat them.
They run away from you then.
Whew. All right, let's go ahead and answer one of Murphy's questions. So,
oh
god, Brett, we'll get the one that's for pretty much just you and me out of the way. So Murphy sent us.
Salo, go sit down in timeout. Yep, thank you.
I saw on TikTok an argument about if Mahomes is already Hall of Fame bound. Guy also said that the only quarterbacks he sees in the Hall of Fame if they retired today are Brady, Rodgers, Mahomes, and Matt Ryan. Thoughts? All right, so first of all, is Mahomes already Hall of Fame bound? Probably.
I defer my answer to Brett. Brett, please go ahead.
So, I would also say probably. I mean, you could make certain arguments that he's not, but those arguments would only be because if he retired today, he just doesn't have the time. If you look at what he's actually done,
what he's done in that time, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 4 AFC Championship appearances, a Super Bowl, an MVP, and a Super Bowl MVP in 4 years. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, I would say he's MVP bound.
To the second part,
I mean, Hall of Fame bound.
To the second part, Brady, Hall of Fame. Rodgers, Hall of Fame. Mahomes, Ryan. Probably Hall of Fame. So Matt Ryan was where I started to ask questions. Because here's my problem. If you're putting Matt Ryan in, how the fuck are you not putting Matthew Stafford?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Because Matthew Stafford's numbers are better. Matthew Stafford has a Super Bowl ring. The only thing Matt Ryan has that Matthew Stafford doesn't is an MVP. And is an MVP more valuable than a Super Bowl? I don't think so.
I mean, as far as anyone ever compares people, it never is.
I mean, that's the big knock on Aaron Rodgers, right? Yeah, he's got 4 MVPs, but he only got 1 ring. He doesn't have,
yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know how you don't put Matthew Stafford in there. I don't.
And this is no disrespect on Matt Ryan.
No,
it's just if you're going to have him in that list, you have to
not put Stafford. Now, that being said, I also think Wilson. I don't know how Russell Wilson's not on that list.
Fair, very fair.
How come you're not in timeout still?
Salo, hold on, Salo. I'll let you say this is totally fair if you tell me what team Russell Wilson plays for.
I'm going to go sit down. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee, and I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
All right. But Brady, Rodgers, Mahomes, I'll give you all that. Ryan, I don't have a problem with it, but I don't know how you include Ryan if you don't include Wilson or Stafford. Off the top of my head, I don't know if there's any others I would say are a guarantee.
I mean, you could, if you're just retiring everyone right now,
just a quarterback.
You could say Yeah, you could say Joe Burrow.
No.
I mean, I could. Given his time?
He lost the Super Bowl, though.
That's...
He made one run to a Super Bowl and lost it. He's only played one full season.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if you're just cutting it down, like...
No, because if that's the case, then you can say Flacco. Because Flacco won his Super Bowl.
It's true. Flacco did win the Super Bowl.
So, and I'm not putting Flacco in the Hall.
Now he's a backup
Now he's
quarterback.
A third string for the Jets. Or Philly, or somebody. I don't even know where the fuck Flacco is anymore. I can't say Flacco.
Let's go ahead and move on.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else. So Murphy had a lot of questions for us from TikTok. These other two, though, we can all participate in. So,
you're out of timeout.
You're out of timeout, Salo. You're back.
I'm back.
Let's just walk past it, Brett.
Just walk past it, boys. You can't touch it.
Who you got?
Don't even try.
Who you got? Ready? Predator or Kevin McAllister?
Which Predator?
Any Predator. One Predator versus Kevin McAllister with 24 hours of prep time.
Oh, hold on. You left out a very important
That changes piece. Everything, doesn't it?
That changes everything.
24 hours of prep time?
Kevin McAllister. Kevin McAllister.
I'm taking Kevin, bro.
He destroyed all of them. All generations of Predators at the same time.
I don't know about all that. Hold on now.
No, I have faith in him, man. Have you seen his movies? He would come up with his own.
I've seen them a lot. But you give 24 hours of prep time, I think I'm taking Kevin. Brett?
What do you think, Brett? Kevin squad. Unite.
I don't think Kevin gets the killing blow. I think Kevin distracts him and irritates him for probably a few hours. But I don't think he kills the Predator. I think eventually the Predator goes through all of his traps, and then if he wants to kill Kevin McAllister, he kills Kevin McAllister.
I will say, if we're being honest here, most of Kevin's traps would have killed somebody if it wasn't a fucking movie.
Oh, a normal person.
I will say,
if he had time,
much more durable than your average person.
If he had time to prepare and he knew he was fighting some out of the earth type level vibes, I feel like he'd do his like adult version of what he's done, make it even more deadly.
Intent to kill.
Yeah. Like if
I'm
you're giving him
sure Kevin McAllister grew up to be a serial killer.
100%, serial killer vibes.
There are fan theories that Kevin McAllister grew up to be Jigsaw.
I've never heard that one.
Theory. I've never heard that.
Oh, you can look it up. I promise you there are a shit ton of fan theories about it.
Huh.
A shit ton. And it makes sense. The diabolical traps, the overwhelming amount of schematics, the weird, like, twisted humor that comes with them.
That's spooky. Imagine.
And for the record, Macaulay Culkin reprised his role as Kevin McAllister as a serial killer. It was like an internet short. I don't remember where it was, but he was an Uber driver. And he kidnapped this dude and tied him up in his garage. And at one point in the video, he is running around with like a chainsaw in his fucking tighty whities. I promise you this is a real thing. I'm not making this up. For anyone that doesn't believe me, just Google Kevin McAllister Uber driver.
That's wild.
I promise you this is a real thing. Unless it was a fever dream. Let me fact check myself.
If you are dreaming about this, I have other concerns.
I do too. That's why I'm... let me make sure.
Oh, wow. I see it.
Kevin McAllister from Home Alone has not aged gracefully video. A web series named Drivers. In the debut episode, the driver just happens to be a foul-mouthed, chain-smoking Kevin McAllister, reprised by Macaulay Culkin decades after the Wet Bandits invaded his home on Christmas Eve. Get this, Kevin tells Jack, it's Christmas. It's fucking Christmas, and your whole family goes on vacation, and they forget their 8-year-old fucking son. And then the entire short film branches off into what Kevin Mcallister debuts a sinister serial killing persona. This is real. This is not a joke. This was a real.
This is canon.
The list of things I need to look up.
Like, it's not canon, but this happened.
But it's canon.
This happened.
Great.
This was a real thing reprised by the same actor. 100% I'm taking Kevin with 24 hours of prep time to take down the Predator.
24
100%.
hours of prep time. Murder.
No prep time, Predator. 24 hours prep? Kevin. Especially if it's the Predator from the new Prey movie, because that motherfucker was dumb.
Yeah, he was inexperienced to humans.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But
still,
I thought
still
that
a great
was,
film.
I thought that was a really fun question, though. Yeah, that 24-hour part really changes it.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Murphy's last question from the realm of TikTok. So he sent us the videos, and I watched the videos to try and get a better understanding of what the question was. So this question was, what's the first and last day of the week? And after watching the video, the question is more so this. Let's say it's Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, hey guys, next Tuesday, let's go get drinks. When am I talking about?
If it's Saturday right now.
If it's Saturday, and I say next Tuesday, let's go get drinks. Am I talking about 3 days from now, or am I talking about 10 days from now?
In my mind, you would be talking about 3 days from now.
In my mind, I'd be talking about 10 days from now.
Logically, the way it's laid out, if next implies the next time, and you've already gone through this week, and the beginning of the week is Monday, then it would be Tuesday. But I've also seen some calendars start their week on Sunday.
I've seen most calendars start their week on Sunday.
So the reason I would say next is, as far as I ever hear in regular conversation, and just being in the military, I hear so many different people talk from different areas and different upbringings. Next generally implies to the next week that is coming. So, like, let's say this conversation was, like, it was on Monday, and you said next Tuesday. It was not the Tuesday of that week. It was the Tuesday of next week. But because you said it was Saturday, you have not gone to the next week yet. So next Tuesday is
I see what you're saying. For me, what I've always seen is next implies that there is another one in between. Otherwise, I would say, hey guys, this Tuesday, let's go get drinks. Or on Tuesday, let's go get drinks. Next implies that we have to skip one. That's how it's always been treated to me. Because if that's the case, then theoretically, if the week restarts on Sunday, and I say, hey guys, it's Saturday, next Sunday, let's go get drinks, I'm definitely not talking about tomorrow.
Yeah,
but technically you are in that logic that, because if you say next Tuesday and it's Saturday, it's going to be a couple days, I think.
All right, so if it's Sunday and I say next Monday, I'm talking about tomorrow?
No, you're talking about next Monday, because Sunday starts the work week. Or it starts the official week, you said.
But that Monday's the next Monday.
No, next to what?
Next to you!
No. I think he's going with the logic that I brought up. Where
yeah,
I understand
exactly.
that, but then it
Sunday,
doesn't make
you're already
sense if it's on Saturday and I say next Sunday. Why wouldn't I just say tomorrow?
Because we're referring to the Gregorian calendar, specifically the Gregorian calendar.
So
even though you preface it with next,
if I said on Saturday, "Hey guys, this Monday, let's go get drinks," I'm talking about in the past.
Say that one more time.
If it's Saturday and I say, "Hey guys, this Monday, let's go get drinks," I'm talking about 5 days ago.
Yes, exactly. Because you're referring to the Gregorian calendar.
I think what he's saying, like in terms of grammar, you're just being incorrect in that regard. We might understand what you mean, but you're just grammatically incorrect in that regard. I mean, the whole thing is grammatically incorrect because of the English language and how we comprehend it. Like, Next should theoretically imply the next one that happens.
It implies that there was one that's going to be coming after the next one.
Is we interpret it in whatever way makes the most sense in that moment.
That doesn't make sense to me. There should be consistency.
But there is none. There absolutely is no consistency.
But there could be. It's that people disagree. They should, but we could make a set precedent. No one has.
It could be. No, because
so what you're saying is, if it's Saturday and I say next Monday, I'm talking about 2 days from now. But if it's Sunday and I say next Tuesday, the same amount of days from now, I'm actually talking about 9 days from now. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it should mean, if it is to make sense, it should mean the absolute next day that happens. If you say next Tuesday...
Or if you say this is the next one, and next means skip one.
Chaos.
Because I would say this Tuesday, hey guys, this Wednesday, let's go get drinks. I'm clearly talking about the upcoming Wednesday, not the one that was 2 days ago.
I think it's because you're referring to the aspect that we know as the weekend or the week, how we view it culturally or how we've decided to view it. We have to denote also that putting the next in there won't imply that necessarily because we're talking about the calendar.
I just think
and the way it's set up.
I think this is a good topic because it's like, this clearly means if I say, hey guys, next Tuesday, let's go get drinks, some people are not showing up when I thought they would.
Well, it's why, like, whenever conversations like that happen, people, you'll have people that preface, like, try to get, like, an exact date.
Sure.
They will even ask you what you mean based off of that. But if you don't, that's how you get those confusions where all of a sudden it's like the day before and someone's like, oh, is everybody ready for tomorrow? And then you have that one person's like, tomorrow?
I thought y'all meant next week.
The fuck? Oh, I have plans tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys.
I just think, like, that's the thing. Like, there has to be somebody should decide there should be a universal way to handle this. Because if I said to you guys right now, hey guys, next Tuesday, let's meet at B-Dubs. When are you guys showing up? In 3 days?
I would show up in 3 days. I would show up in 3 days.
You will show up without me there.
So you're talking about a bajillion days from now. I am
talking about the next one, not this coming one. I am talking about 10 days from now, because that's next.
We'll leave this to the better scientists
Tuesday is this.
of the world to quandar this philosophical question.
Well, no one's ever going to figure it out, but that's why it's interesting to me. It's like, I said next Tuesday with utmost confidence. Both of you showed up a week early in my brain.
That's life, man.
So, hold on.
I will say, if you said, like, and it's really weird how this works, and I don't know if it's because I have so many different, like, origins of how people say things in my mind, but you said next Tuesday. I would think the Tuesday that is about to happen.
Okay.
Right now, it is Saturday where I am.
Right.
If you told me next Monday, I would assume it was not this one.
But that breaks your own rule. That breaks your own rule.
I know.
Salo, if I said next Monday, you would assume I'm talking about this coming Monday, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Now we're all on different pages.
We're all fucked up. All right,
I will say,
look, I stand behind.
I'm not saying it makes any sense.
I just thought of a movie franchise that kind of sides with me a little bit, though. I will say, the Friday series. Friday, next Friday, and the Friday after next. Friday is this Friday. Next Friday is next Friday.
Well, that depends. Well, is it already Friday?
No.
Right.
Because if it was already Friday, then next Friday would be the next Friday.
I see where you're going.
And then the Friday after next is 3 Fridays from now.
This is so like, I never thought about this.
It's crazy, right? I never thought about this either, but it's a really good point. Like, it's simple stuff like this that people never realize, like, oh shit, we are not on the same page.
Or like context clues. Like certain things that are just said in the conversation dictate exactly what people mean, and no one deems it correct worthy in their mind.
Lord, it's a miracle like we've all showed up at the same time for the podcast.
If you were saying like, what?
He said it's a miracle we've all shown up at the same time for the podcast. That's not always true. It's not always true.
No.
I was here like a Friday ago waiting for you guys.
Just sitting in the Discord chat with his notifications turned off.
Y'all said next Friday. What the hell, man?
Yeah, but we said it on Saturday.
Woo. This is a dangerous path.
We all know Saturday doesn't mean the Friday that you're gonna see.
It's so confusing. Anywho, while we're on the world of TikTok, I got one other conversation from TikTok. This one isn't a question, though. This is something I saw on TikTok. So, there was a TikTok creator who said that white people should not go see Black Panther 2 on opening weekend. Because, and this is what she said, if you support black people, you shouldn't go see this movie, because this movie is for black people. If white people go on opening weekend, it is a sign that they are anti-black. After all, it's for black people. It's in the title.
All right.
I vehemently disagree.
So I'm gonna take a very firm stance on this. Okay. I don't know who said that. Right.
I don't know her name. It was a chick on TikTok.
I don't know your name. I don't know where you come from. You're dumb. You might be uneducated in this, but it doesn't change my opinion that you are specifically dumb in regards to race and support of your own race. You're dumb.
You might be so ignorant. You're now diving into the line of racism. You're so ignorant. You're right there. You're right there.
So here's my thing. Look, do I disagree that it's for the black community? No, I do think it is for the black community. I do. Does that mean white people can't go enjoy it? No. Does that mean white people going to see it is an anti-black thing? No. It's a support.
I think viewing the world like that, like having that perspective worldview, is also contributing to the way we're also segregated in society and why we don't get along, because we view it like that. We view it as black and white. It's like they shouldn't see our movie, but it's like everybody should see everybody's movie.
Everybody should see any movie they want.
We're a human race.
I do
agree.
We're not. There are certain movies that are made for certain communities.
But it doesn't. You're not going to get marginalized. Like you shouldn't get marginalized.
No.
Like, but there are products that are designed to.
Like
there's products that are designed to support a certain race.
The black community.
Marginalized isn't the right word, but you shouldn't be penalized or looked down upon. Right. And you know I could hear some people go the way of, but cultural appropriation, but that's not even dude. It's a movie.
Here's my thing.
Let anybody watch a movie.
Here's my
thing. Let them watch a movie.
What if we listened? Just hear me out. Do you know how bad it would be if white people said, "Okay, we won't go"? It would have the worst opening weekend in Marvel history. We make up most of America.
It would fail.
You soon will not make up most of America, but I agree.
Right now, we are still the majority. 100%.
We're coming for you.
Hispanics might be. African Americans aren't. African Americans still only make 14% of this country. That's
so crazy. 14. I think, like I said, I have to revisit the perspective that she's taking by initially even saying something is like, I don't have a problem with that statement because it's so wrong. I have a problem with the worldview that is implied by her saying those words.
That thought.
And I understand why. Like if you come from a place where you personally have been marginalized, and that also goes with the narrative of the history that you've learned.
Racism.
Yeah.
And people don't think that's a thing.
I mean, you're just perpetuating the cycle of hatred.
Right.
Yeah, you're adding to it at that point.
Like you're making it worse, because then, and I'm not justifying racism in any way, shape, or form, but then now the racists have something to look at and say, "See, we were right. We were right." Like, I'm not saying they were. I'm not saying they should see anything that way. I don't think they should see anything. I think they should all just go away. But you are putting fuel in the fire at that point. But, I mean, I literally just thought about it. I'm like, okay, you do realize if white people don't go see this movie on opening weekend, it has the worst opening weekend in Marvel history. Without a doubt, right? Like, that's a fact.
Well, I mean, and that's not even basically just on white people. Like, if you put that, or black people, Hispanic people, if you say minorities, if you exclude any group, is going to cause a dip.
It's going to cause a dip. But if you don't let the majority of Americans go...
I get it, but I don't even think that was their point, so I don't... You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think that was...
Well, I'm just saying, the whole thing about this is supposed to be, it's for the black community, and we want it to be successful.
I disagree with that. I even disagree with it being a black community movie. Like, it's a movie inspired by...
I do think Black Panther is aimed towards the black community.
It's not exclusive, though. It's not exclusive. It can't be.
But aimed. Just like Jordan Peele's movies are made for the black community, and if the white community enjoys them, great.
Yeah. So Salo, what it's getting into is a target audience.
Yeah.
That's what it's aimed for. And just about every single movie has a target audience. It's not only these people can go see this movie. I mean, this is Disney films are the target audience is for children. Do you know how many adults watch those films? It's not exclusive. It's targeting. You are targeting certain groups.
Like everything that's ever been made has a target.
Right.
Yeah, has a target audience.
Right, and that original TikToker was commenting basically that they thought it wasn't targeted, it's exclusive, and that was her point.
And I'm with you on that. That's wrong. Yeah. It is not an exclusivity thing.
But as a response saying, but I guess I think my gripe is your response to that was like, if white people didn't show up, it wouldn't even be a successful movie. Like, you know what I mean? Well, like, I guess that's kind of my gripe towards it.
What I'm saying is she's saying that in order for it to be considered a success in the black community, white people shouldn't go. That's super counterproductive because if white people
didn't go, I get it. I missed the beginning part. So in that, I get it. I get what you're saying then. In that perspective,
like
of,
I'm not
of it being a successful film.
Yeah, like I'm not saying ha, if we don't go, you fail. I'm saying if you don't let us go see this movie, you won't get a third because it won't make enough money.
So her even talking about having like a successful franchise for the black community specifically I get it. I get what you mean.
Right.
Because she's basically saying it's hurting that, but it's not hurting that. Your point is basically saying that without that, looking at her original statement, it would be completely I get it.
Like,
I get it.
Without looking at her statement, she would kill that franchise.
Right. That makes sense. Okay. I didn't catch that last part.
She would kill that franchise without the support of other communities. Because yes, Black Panther is target audience is the black community, absolutely. But
is the original guy still in it?
As far as I know, Chadwick's not in it at all because he passed away before they started filming.
That's what I was wondering. You know, they did some crazy shit for Fast and Furious, so I didn't know if they were going to.
He filmed most of that movie.
Yeah, I think he was also on the Marvel. He voiced the original Marvel What If, right? I think you guys told me that.
He did the voice for the What If. That was his last project. So, there might be archive footage of him in Black Panther 2. That's totally possible. I don't know.
Maybe. You never know with these things.
The Fast and Furious, they got away with it because they already had so much of Paul Walker's stuff recorded, and then his brother looked so close to him that they were able to kind of CGI
I forgot they included him. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Huh.
Like, they had his brother stand in and then kind of CGI'd it, and you could still tell.
Oh, my God.
You could tell? I couldn't tell.
I could tell.
I could tell.
But I'm a big fan. So,
it looks like we lost Brett.
He had to step away. I'm assuming he probably is messing with something. He'll be back.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, see? There he is.
Told you he'd be back.
You're a prophet.
Maybe.
Patent pending, maybe. Mm-hmm.
While we wait.
So, I have something.
All right, let's hear it.
So, I downloaded, and it's on sale right now. I don't know if it's going to be on sale by the time anybody hears this, but Skyrim is on sale.
I'm not buying Skyrim again. I'm not buying Skyrim again.
Tell me why you're not buying Skyrim again.
Because I've already bought it like 3 times. It's like GTA 5 at this point.
It's like they had... So I was looking into it because I wanted to buy it, but I did... There's like 3 different versions. The special edition version, the exclusive version. I was so confused, so I just bought like... I got ripped off. I bought whatever.
I've bought Skyrim too many times. Skyrim and GTA 5 are these games that keep spanning generations, and they shouldn't be. It's time to move on and make the next one.
You think so? What should I play then? If I want to watch something,
if you haven't played Skyrim yet, play it.
Right. So what's my next on the list though? Once I finish Skyrim, stuff is kind of outdated. Because I like RPGs. I like role-playing games like World of Warcraft. I like stuff where I'm going to have an inventory. I've been playing State of Decay 2, and I really like that because it focuses on base building. I really like that. I just enjoy it. Just chilling out.
It depends. Do you like games to be hard or no?
No. Absolutely not.
Then you should not play Elden Ring.
And that's why I didn't download it. I heard it's really fucking hard.
It's very hard. Very fun. Very hard.
Do you like hard? You're a hard gamer. You're a hardcore.
Can you not say, do you like hard?
I wanted you to say it.
That? Can we not?
Now I can hear you.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
hey, Brett. Welcome to the party, my friend. Please grab a seat. Grab a drink. Drinks are at the table back there.
Brett, question.
The red Solo cups are
do you like hard?
Juice.
The fuck did you just say to me? What?
Do you like hard?
How am I supposed to answer this question?
Do you like
hard?
HARD.
Yes,
hard. Hard what?
The opposite of soft.
In reference to the level of difficulty for a game is what I was saying when I said this random out of the cuff word. Okay, I was trying to say, do you like hard mode? But it came out to Daniel. Do you like?
He was asking what the next game he should play is because he downloaded Skyrim, which I said we need to stop downloading Skyrim and GTA 5 because they keep getting re-released. And he was talking about what he should play next, and I said, well, do you like difficult games? And he said, no, not at all. Like, then you shouldn't play Elden Ring. And he's like, yeah, I heard it's really hard. And I'm like, it can be. And he's like, do you like hard?
So, Brett, again, we ask you once more.
Do you like hard?
Do you like hard?
Or do you like soft?
Easy.
You like it to just slide in like butter? Okay. Noted.
That's fair. So you're guilty of something.
He likes when it starts soft and then gets hard.
He pleaded the fifth for a reason. That's all I'm saying.
Or do you like it when it starts hard and then gets soft? You fucking weirdo.
No. Not that one, bro.
I mean, that just says that you finished, right?
Okay, so Brett, you good? You're gonna stay here. You're not gonna hang up. You're not gonna break up and just.
I plugged in my my charger.
You're hardwired.
My laptop, and when I plugged it in, the internet just died. Those should not be connected, for the record.
Interesting. You sounded like one of those, and I don't mean this in it, like one of those Japanese shows where it's like, "Welcome to the Harazu Bariata. You are going to be cooking today steak."
Okay, stop.
That's what you said.
That sounded super fucked up. Stop it.
No, it's not.
What's happening is, Brett, is your microphone is lagging
right now,
and so it's not letting you come through, and then it's sending everything through all at once. That's what's happened. That's what he tried to mimic. So it's not coming through in normal pace like I am. It's this. Like, that's right what's happening. So you're coming through like an auctioneer. It was. I don't know if it is yet. You'd have to say a longer sentence.
Is this considered a longer
sentence? Is it hard?
So now it's just kind of delayed, but it's coming through.
We're just gonna move on
normal
to anything else.
That's fine. Okay. All right. In the world of wrestling, I just wanted to talk about this real quick because I thought it was very interesting. So, CM Punk, a name that a lot of wrestling fans know very well, came back to wrestling earlier, I think late last year, maybe early this year. No, it was late last year. And they ended up, the company he came back to, they ended up making him world champion. He got hurt, went away for a little bit, and he just came back recently. And some of his comments have put him under scrutiny because he kind of went off the rails a little bit and started going into business for himself and talking shit about people. And apparently the company did not appreciate that because they just had him lose his world title in a 3-minute match.
Like that.
Like major
Was it pay-per-view? Was it
No,
pay-per-view?
it was on a regular weekly episode of Dynamite.
Are you kidding me?
It was
Not
on
even
regular
a pay-per-view.
TV.
So this
interim
means
champion beat him in a 3-minute squash match.
So he messed up so much. They were like, we're gonna forego this pay-per-view hype building last final battle to maybe keep his. They just like, no, it's just so bad.
Yep.
You're gonna end up on a Friday night normal show getting beat in less than 5 minutes by someone who was completely expected to beat you.
Like, the thought was there's a good chance Moxley won this match anyway, because Moxley had been the interim champion for the last 4 months and he had been doing really good with it. But we were expecting a big title unification at the pay-per-view, a nice 30, 40-minute match. They did it on a random Wednesday night Dynamite, and Moxley beat him in 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yep. He hit him with like 4 moves.
That's rough.
They said you out. We don't even want you to be on the screen. We don't even want you to be on the screen for more than 5 minutes.
It was not a
1 minute to walk in, a couple minutes to get your ass beat, 1 minute to walk your ass out. Thank you.
Here's the thing. It's not a good look.
Does he even have a job?
He's still gainfully employed.
As far as I know, I don't think he's been fired.
So they like stripped him of his like career level goal in like less than 5 minutes, and you can stay in your role. I wouldn't even stay in my role.
But like my thing is I don't think it's as bad a look on him as it is the company.
Well, I don't know what he said, so
he just talked shit about some people.
Did he use bad words?
They're allowed to use bad words on their programming. They say shit and fuck all the time.
Now,
they're not WWE.
You said
they're
about
not censored, huh?
Is it like he's talking shit about superstars, or is he talking shit about like
other wrestlers?
That sounds fine. That sounds like exactly what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, it is exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Solo's laughing because you're kind of sped up at the end.
He needs to get the fuck over it.
But as long as I can understand what you're saying, it's fine. Because
we're in a professional setting, Solo. I need you to control yourself.
Taxes and paperwork.
Anyway, I think he might have said something about management too. But still, this is pro wrestling. Like that gets eyes on your company.
Any what do they say? What's the saying? I'm escaping it now. What is it? Any press is good press. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Basically, yeah. Like, but the thing is like, I don't think that this is a good look. So yeah, he went off script. Yeah, he says some shit he probably shouldn't have said. But I don't think this is a good look on the company because that means y'all were willing to throw away months of booking and planning.
And views.
Instead of waiting 2 weeks. 2 weeks is the next pay-per-view.
And just let him lose.
And then you could have beat his ass in less than 5 minutes. In less than 5 minutes, you could still have the humiliation.
You could have the humiliating loss at pay-per-view where at least it pays off in a rewarding way for Moxley. Because this doesn't look good on anybody.
Because who's to say if he gets it, he's going to get his ass beat in the next Wednesday come around. It kind of removes the whole hype of those shows. Yeah,
like
they're undermining their own pay-per-view stuff. Like they're only hurting themselves.
The thing is so the big two companies right now are WWE and AEW. And AEW has been super popular for the last 2 years because WWE's been, well, for lack of a better term, kind of shit. The problem is AEW has been slipping because they knew they had such a big lead on WWE in terms of like desire and fan affair and stuff like that because WWE was so bad for the span that that AEW kind of got lax and they started slipping, but they were still ahead. Problem is, for the last month and a half, Triple H has been in charge of WWE and the shit's been fun. And now all of a sudden people are like, "Oh shit, I think I like WWE more than I like AEW." And now AEW's panicking.
I wonder if they thought McMahon being gone was going to make everything go to shit over there.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think they accounted for the idea that Triple H would end up in charge.
He's a legend. Like, even if you don't follow WWE, he knows. He knows.
And he wants the fans to have a good time. I think that's important. Like, honestly, since Triple H has taken over WWE, WWE's been fun again. And even something Brett and I were talking about earlier this week, like, in the world of WWE, their middle champions, their United States and Intercontinental champions, those titles haven't meant shit for a long time. In the last month, they've actually been important. They've been being built up to look like they matter. Like, that's the difference in what Triple H has been doing. And he's been bringing everyone that got fired back. Like, people got fired a shit ton over the past couple years. Just almost every week, somebody comes back. It's like Triple H has just got his fingers in everybody's fucking jars. He's like, what's up? I got you. Come on back. I got you too. Come on back.
Where are all these money makers? Let's bring them back.
Let's bring them back. Let's make some money.
Like, the people who got to keep their own names.
No, hold on. No. Ain't nobody get to do that.
Fuck.
Nobody gets to keep their own names.
That's the worst, man.
And most people don't even get to keep 2 names. They usually only got 1. Matt Riddle became Riddle. Tommaso Ciampa became Ciampa.
What did Rey Mysterio become?
He's still Rey Mysterio. He's too iconic. So the legendary people's names have stayed. Did you just start doing the John Cena music?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to see if you guys would notice or not. I immediately saw Brett's face just go from
fan. You think I wouldn't notice that? I'm disappointed.
I will say both of you made the same instant reaction. So
yeah, there's a reason.
So this is a great segue, guys, to our next little segment here called Two Truths and a Lie. Unless you guys have anything else to comment here.
No, we'll get some of Amber's other questions after this. Let's do this.
Okay, good. So I have 3 facts for you. In those facts, one's a lie.
You got 2 facts for us and 1 fake.
There you
2
go.
2 facts and a fake. That's what it should be called.
2
facts and a fake. Brett, that is not a good face for you to have frozen on.
Oh. There you go.
All right, you're back. Better. That was not a good face to freeze on, homie. You were like leaned back. You had like the bullfrog look. Like everything was kind of puffed back. You look like Mrs. Puff.
You look like Mrs. Puff straight up.
Yo, you froze at the wrong
it's
time.
It's cool. I'm the editor. I can edit that shit out.
That's true. All right, so we have a new name for this segment. I don't know if you heard, Brett.
I didn't go anywhere.
2 facts and a fake. That's what we're going for now.
2 facts and a fake.
I was here.
Oh, he was there. He was there for the entire auctioneering experience. Okay. Okay, so here I'm going to say the things. So, I'm going to say them slowly. I'm going to say them twice.
Okay.
And you guys try to determine which one's going to be the false and which 2 are going to be the facts. And I will say the theme of today's segment is gaming. Keep you guys engaged there.
Okay.
Yes, Professor Solo.
First one is going to be, I'm going to read it out. Nintendo's Mario is the best-selling video game franchise of all time. That's statement 1. Second statement. Minecraft is the best-selling game ever. That's statement 2. Statement number 3. No, don't be Googling anything, Daniel. I'm looking at you, buddy.
I'm not.
Okay, number 3. Some Super Mario characters got their names from famous philosophers. And I'll read the questions again. So the first, I'll read the statements one more time.
I think we got them.
Okay.
It's Mario's the greatest franchise. Minecraft is the greatest game.
Best-selling game ever.
And
Super Mario's
characters
were inspired by certain philosophers.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here's the thing. Brett, we can work together on this, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Brett. I know
past this
for
episode
a fact,
you won't be,
because I wasn't happy about it. Minecraft is the best-selling game of all time.
I know. I'm trying to.
The question is, because of Mario, is the Mario being the best franchise of all time? Is that the trick? Because it could very well. It's got so many big-name games. There's a good chance it is the greatest franchise of all time.
Wait, the question was it the best-selling franchise? Is that the question? I mean the statement. Best-selling franchise.
Nintendo Mario's is the best-selling video game franchise of all time.
that means it includes every Mario game. That's gotta be true, right?
All right. I feel like to accurately decide this, we have to come up with something that could contend, franchise-wise. Call of Duty? As an overarching franchise?
More than Mario? No. Mario's been around too long, dog.
Yeah. So the last one about the philosophers. Who was it? Was it Nintendo?
So Super Mario.
Super Mario.
Some Super Mario characters got their names from famous philosophers.
All right, so here's the problem. I can't fact check this because I can't think of any famous philosophers.
I can't think of any famous philosophers that fit that criteria.
I can tell you. Do you want me to tell you some names?
It gives you option. Like it gives you. Names.
I can tell you some names.
That's cheating.
Are those hints?
So I have names here that they're referencing.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
So
I don't want hints.
I feel like because the minute he says one that sounds right, that becomes our answer.
Okay, so I'm not going to say anything else. You guys have to either give a separate answer or give the same answer.
I'm going to say the philosopher one is fake, although it seems like the one that would be real and one of the other two is fake. Because the other two seem way too believable, right?
Hold on.
And I know the Minecraft one.
Do you honestly believe Call of Duty could have outsold Mario as a franchise?
I think it's entirely possible.
Straight up sales.
Yeah, in just not necessarily popularity, but like in sales for the Call of Duty as a franchise. Like you think of how many games they've made. It's possible.
All right,
but is there another game?
In counter to that, well, hang on. I was just going to say in counter to the Call of Duty point, there's been quite a few Mario games, and those motherfuckers never go on sale.
Never. That's a fair point.
Those motherfuckers are $60 still.
I get it. I'm not saying I think Call of Duty outsold Mario. I'm trying to come up with something that could possibly...
with an answer. I understand.
And I would say it's in the realm of possibility Call of Duty did it.
I would say Call of Duty is one of the more likely ones, but I don't think it has. I
think this one's designed to make us question ourselves and what we know. I'm still going with the philosopher one. Is the fake. It has to be.
It's the fake.
It has to be.
Now, okay, so is that your answer, Daniel?
Because
is that your answer, Daniel?
I'm trying
we know
to
what
think
Brett's
of
answer
anything else that could outsell, and it would have to. I imagine it would have to predate Mario, right?
Hold on. I don't know. Also been around a long time. Also has a lot of installments. Mortal Kombat. Also been around since the days of the arcades. Also has a lot of spin-off games. Also super popular.
I would say it has the same amount of likeliness as Call of Duty.
Really? Call of Duty?
In terms of sales, I'd say Mortal Kombat has the same likelihood. Because in later...
I think Call of Duty had more competition in its own genre.
No. In terms of fighting games... Street Fighter
I think Call of Duty
was a hell of a competitor to Mortal Kombat. In fact, I'm pretty sure Street Fighter did better.
Yes. I think certain installments of Street Fighter did better, yes.
What about like Pokemon? That's my go-to. Pokemon's been around forever. Since the Game Boy Color feed?
No, I'm not making that face in confusion. I'm making that face as, oh shit. You
Game
might
Boy
be
Color?
thinking about it. Hold on. But
because I was thinking in the same cast of like when it came out, Pokemon came out, Sonic came out.
Right, but here's the problem.
Kirby.
Mario is one of those games, every time they've put a game out, people that like Mario buy the game.
Regardless of
Pokemon is one of those games where every time a game came out, it was you picked one of the 3 games that came out that generation.
Fair.
I don't know very many people that owned Ruby, Sapphire.
You had to be kind of hardcore for that, right? Or dumb.
I did.
Hardcore. Or
I was
dumb.
hardcore.
I was Emerald. I bought Emerald because I wanted Rayquaza.
I wanted Rayquaza too. I had a Ruby, and I'm like, I have to get Emerald.
I got.
And then we had to figure a way to transfer.
That's
Pokemon.
why.
And I think Pokemon's also one of those games that people fell off of.
That's true. There's a lot.
Official answer, guys.
Because I've always been down to play some Mario Kart or some Mario Party. Up until Pokemon Legends, Arceus, I hadn't played Pokemon since
okay.
Emerald.
So look, here's the thing.
I skipped Gen 4
He's
going to
tell us a game, and it's going to make me upset. Because it's going to be a game that did, as a franchise, do better than Mario, and I'm not thinking of it, or I underestimated it, but I'm going with the Philosopher. Final answer. You got to pick. We're taking too long.
Okay. I'm going with the game.
Okay, so Nintendo Mario is the best-selling video game franchise of all time.
All right.
And Super Mario characters got their name from famous musicians. Like Iggy, Ludwig, Lemmy, to name a few. And so most of the Koopalings in Super Mario got their names from famous musicians. Also, you may never suspect the fire-breathing Triceratops Reznor in Super Mario got their name from Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails.
Are you telling me that Iggy from Mario is named after Iggy Azalea?
I don't know about Iggy Azalea, but definitely a musician. Named Iggy, so maybe.
Name one other Iggy musician.
I'm going to fact check. Iggy.
Other than B. Iggy Smalls.
Yeah. So wait. So Iggy is named after Iggy Pop, a famous American punk rock singer, leader of the band The Stooges. I've never heard of them. Have you?
I've heard of the Stooges, but I couldn't have ever told you the name of the fucking singer.
Iggy Pop.
Iggy Pop. What a name.
What a name.
What a fucking name, bro.
So me suggesting Pokemon was trying to create chaos, doubt. So
I don't think Pokemon was a contender.
Yeah, so Nintendo's Mario had over $676 million of sales worldwide. And Minecraft has recorded over 180 million sales. But the one singular game, so it's still a fact. Yeah. I thought that would make you guys confused. At least I knew the first two.
I knew the Mario or the Minecraft one was true because it
here's
upset
the thing:
me.
like, if you had asked me the question, which game was the best-selling franchise, I would have instantly said Mario.
I could have told you Minecraft
Franchise.
I could have told you Minecraft. Oh, yeah. If you had said franchise, I probably would have said Mario too.
So there you go.
Wow.
Huh.
They will only get progressively harder as I get better at getting questions.
This is fun. All right.
So that was like a low.
Let's answer the last of Amber's questions. All right, guys. What food have you never eaten but you would like to try? It's tough, isn't it? Because it's like, I feel like if I wanted to try it, I'd probably eaten it.
Shark? I don't think I've had shark.
I've had shark.
But I don't necessarily like have a urging desire to eat it, because if I did,
right,
I would have.
Right. It's a tough question.
I feel like maybe tradition, and this is going to sound stupid, so before both of you laugh, traditional European food. I'm not talking about pasta or pizza. I'm like traditional, like really homemade European food. I feel like I've never had, because like we're in America. We have access to really good Mexican food. We have access to really good like Cali, Mex, Tex. There's pretty good Chinese if you go to those one like little rundown places.
You want like, some like authentic
anything really traditionally stew? European besides like something something authentic that's not like generically labeled towards Americans to buy. Yes, I want my babushka's food that she would make if I went to Russia.
I got an answer. I've never had it, and I wouldn't mind trying it. It don't look all that great, but I wouldn't mind trying Mom's spaghetti. M&M's spaghetti shop up in Detroit. I'd be down to try that.
I changed my answer completely. Sorry, Europeans.
Mom's spaghetti.
100%. Locking it down.
It doesn't look great.
Right? It doesn't look good at all. But I'd still try it.
Is it the picture of a spaghetti in a cup or some shit?
It's like, it's on a plate, but it don't look great. Like, it just kind of looks...
It's on the plate, and it don't look great.
Don't do that. I'll go with that.
So, Brad, we're losing you here, buddy.
What do you mean you're losing me?
Go ahead. What's your dish?
I mean, I said shark, but like I don't have a burning desire to really necessarily try anything. Like if there's something I haven't had that I really want, I would just go get it. For the most part.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, I got you. I know which one. That fucking restaurant in Maryland that we weren't allowed to go to. I want that. I want that whole. I want everything on the menu.
I changed my answer. I want to go to the market.
Yep.
I changed my ansre.
The market?
I changed my answer.
Yep.
I want that foot-long mozzarella stick.
The double battered chicken wings.
The double deep-fried chicken wings.
With some crab chips.
I'm going to be real. I'm allergic to onions, and I kind of want those onion rings.
The onion soup with an onion ring tower.
I'm allergic to onions, and I wanted that shit. No, Salo, you don't understand. They had wings that they deep fried, and then they took out, and then they battered in Old Bay chips, and then deep fried again.
What? Double fried? That sounds yummy. That sounds like I'm hungover and I want some good freaking food.
Hey, yo, Brett, next time you make your way to Maryland, we going.
We get a reservation. Because, it now requires a reservation.
Yeah. It doesn't anymore. We're good now.
So fancy.
It kind of died off after 2 years.
We going.
All right, to go with that question, what's the spiciest thing you've ever eaten?
I
had those wings from, I can't remember where it was from, but I had to sign a waiver to eat them. Them motherfuckers were hot.
Were you on Hot Ones?
I was not on Hot Ones, but I would go on Hot Ones.
So would I.
Like, I'm not pressed.
I don't know where I was,
but I wasn't on them
necessarily. It was an Indian restaurant. I don't know what I ate, if I'm being honest. But I went there with one of my friends at the end of basic. It was like I think the Thanksgiving Exodus where we got to like go out on the town and like be with your family and have Thanksgiving. Well, my family left early.
Right.
So when Thanksgiving came around, I went with him and his family. They're an Indian family.
Right.
The fuck? My phone keeps doing that. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm saying that triggers my phone to just start talking to me, and it creeps me the fuck out.
Oh,
okay.
We didn't hear
it fucked me up.
Hear it.
So they wanted to go to an Indian restaurant, and I asked them, like, I told them I don't like spicy food, which very limited the menu. And he ordered me something that he told me wasn't spicy. I took one bite, and dude, I had tears going down my face. And then, like, he's like, okay, no, I got something for you. He's like, I didn't think it was going to be that spicy. Because I guess he talked to the waiter afterwards, and the dish he gave me wasn't supposed to be spicy, but there it was. And so, like, they had him bring out, like, this yogurt drink dish or something that was supposed to help, and that just made it worse. I don't know why, but the yogurt was spicy. Like, I didn't get it. Spice. It just burned. Everything about it burned.
That's rough. Yeah, that's rough.
I had tears going down my face, man.
They're selling those spiciest chips in the world in the gas station. They had those, like the spicy. You can just buy the spicy. One chip
challenge? I have one. If we raise I think another $400 on my charity thing, like on the charity page that I have set up, I have to eat it on stream.
Ooh.
Okay. And then if we raise another 1,000 after that, I have to eat the world's hottest gummy bear.
They have that? I didn't even know that was a thing yet.
It's called the Little Nitro. It's apparently 9 times as spicy as the one chip challenge.
A Little Nitro. I want to see that. How much total?
It's 9 million Scoville, I think.
Oof. Let me see. Honestly, I think the spiciest thing I've eaten is anything at home from my childhood to now that my parents have decided to whip up with whatever salsa, whatever the fuck they put in their Mexican salsa, that fucking somehow ends up in my taste palette of death. And then it's just like, it's tears, it's crying, it never gets better. And I am Mexican by heritage, but I don't know what they put in that sauce. I don't know.
Everything I had since I was a child at home.
I think probably the wings for me.
Dude, a child at home, and my dad takes a bite out of a fucking jalapeno, and he hands me the little sauce thing to put in my fucking plate. And he's like, hey, you should have a bite of a jalapeno. Worst mistake ever. Take a bite into the jalapeno, grab a little bit of my rice, grab a little bit of my frijoles, get a little bit of the chicken, and some sauce on top, and I fucked myself up for good. Yeah, no. I lost like 20 pounds that night around 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Oh, I'm sure that's what's going to happen when I eat this fucking chip if we raise enough money. All right, final question of the week from Amber. This is a good one. What inanimate object would be the most annoying if it played loud, upbeat music while being used? It's got to be the toilet, right?
Toilet, hands down. I would not even want to take a dump.
My pillow. My
pillow? Pillow? Here's the question. Could you just replace it with another pillow?
No. Because that pillow would now absorb the magic. And
does every pillow for the rest of your life do it?
Yes. So you either become a you become pillowless man or a sleepless man, but you can't be both.
I guess it would make more sense if it's like I say make more sense. If it's like just randomly, you're just living your life and one inanimate object just starts doing this, right? So if it's your pillow starts doing this shit probably while you're sleeping to be a dick. But then you can just get a new pillow and you don't have to worry about that anymore. But if, like, your floor did it every time you took a step, that'd be annoying. Because you can't just replace your floor as easy as replacing a pillow.
Right. Well, that's why I was saying toilet, because you can't replace a toilet that easily either. You can.
Toilet.
It's a pain. Because I don't think a floor counts as an inanimate object.
Yeah. Your bed?
Your bed? That's a good answer. I got it.
Because my thing...
Phone. You have it at all times. It'll never stop.
Phone. No matter what. If you're touching your phone, it's playing loud up.
And no one can tell me replacing your phone is not a bitch of a process. It's always annoying.
Well, it's also clearly a software thing, or like it's a software thing. It's gonna just get replaced with it.
Yeah, you can.
This is it.
You can't download anything else. Like, Oh, could you imagine if like you're on a phone call
there's...
and they can hear it?
They hear it.
Your phone's useless at that point, right?
That'd
like
be
you can only
terrifying.
text.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even through text, they can hear it.
What else? What else would there be? I'm just gonna ignore that.
Don't
Your
ignore
toothbrush.
It'll come back to haunt you later.
Your toothbrush would suck. Your glasses. That would suck.
Yeah. I don't know. I always.
So your answer is basically anything.
I'm kind
you
of gravitating towards answer like anything that would affect your like sleep, because if it's just like something that you use, although it would be really annoying, you could still theoretically go about your life. Like if it's your toothbrush,
God,
okay,
imagine it in the
it
car.
happens 2 minutes.
Your toothbrush would be annoying for 2 times a day. Yeah.
Imagine your car for the rest of your life.
The car would be fine. I listen to music when I drive anyway. I'm thinking something that you can't function throughout the day without, like your glasses, because then you could never get a normal job.
Your contact lenses.
I think the answer's got to be phone.
Yes. You would go crazy.
I don't got one of those.
That would suck.
I don't got one of those. And, I ain't got one of those. Only thing I got that's always with me that is inanimate is, like, my jewelry, like my tongue ring,
take those out.
Ring. I will take them out and let that bitch close. I'll let that bitch close.
Oh, the filling
fast
on a
as
tooth?
Fuck.
The filling. That's what I was thinking. That was what I was thinking. The filling on a tooth, or if you get your teeth replaced, that teeth. Just rip it
Never
out.
had a filling. I feel like it's got to be phone.
Do we have a cavity here? That's
got to be phone. For me, my answer would be phone. That would be the most annoying. Because my phone would just be fucking useless to me then.
I locked down my answer as phone as well.
Brett, phone or pillow?
Decide.
Or toilet?
I'm gonna go with the filling that I got.
Oh, filling, okay. Does that count as an inanimate object?
Yes, because it's not alive.
But is it an object?
I mean, I could theoretically take it out. It would be solid.
It's an object.
Because because the question is, what are we counting as object?
Going philosophical here, Daniel.
Well,
going down to the atomic molecular level
what we're
of
counting
things.
as object.
Looking
water.
at density. Looking at phases of matter, Daniel.
Well, no. Like, depending on if we're talking, like, what counts as an object. Water.
Does that count as an object?
If water counts, every time you interact with water, that's a lot.
So my saliva.
Saliva's not water.
That's not just a lot.
It's saliva.
That's at all times. There's water constantly around you.
I don't know the water inside of us counts.
Why not? I mean, there's water around you
what about
right
spit?
now. There's a degree of moisture constantly.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like water, not like particles. I'm talking water. Water.
All water. H2O.
Water. Full-blown water. Full-blown water.
All right. We'll just let you guys in the comments ponder on this question. See how you feel about it.
But
for us,
we've been pondering about a lot of questions that the world's greatest philosophers are trying to tackle right now.
What?
Name one great philosopher right now, Salo.
What? This man did not just leave.
That's been us. And it was clearly beyond him. Deuces.